Good afternoon, everyone. If I could ask our president from Connecticut Waterworks to step forward, along with our representative. Come on forward. Yep. Can you hear this back there? No? They made the mistake of telling me where the volume switch was. And our representative from Connecticut Section AWWA. First of all, this is my name is Guy Russo. I'm the chairman of the event. This is our third year that we've been running a scholarship event between Connecticut Waterworks Association and the Connecticut Section AWWA. And on behalf of both organizations, I'd like them to offer their individual greetings.
I'd like to welcome everyone here. Thank you for coming. We have some excellent recipients this afternoon, and congratulations to you all.
Hi, good afternoon. First of all, Guy, thank you for the invitation to participate in this wonderful event. My name is Tom Barger. I'm with the Regional Water Authority from New Haven. I'm the manager of water quality, but I'm serving on the board of the Connecticut section of American Waterworks as the chair of the Water Utility Council. I'm kind of filling in today for Fred Rogers. Fred from Southington is the chair of the board, and unfortunately, as a result of a personal conflict, he was unable to attend it this afternoon. But he wishes everybody a good time, a nice event, and to all, especially all the recipients, congratulations for your hard work and a job well done. The Connecticut section would once again this year like to thank the Enhancers program within the Associates Committee of the section and CWWA sponsors for their dedication and continued support in securing the funding necessary to make these scholarships available. Thank you to Tom and Dick, as well as all members of the Associates Committee. Your efforts are very much appreciated. I personally would like to recognize and congratulate the scholarship recipients for their recognition of the importance of drinking water. As drinking water professionals, members of the Connecticut section and CWWA work to ensure the provision of high-quality drinking water to our consumers every day. It is our privilege today to recognize these students. I would also like to thank the parents of the students. As a parent of two college-age sons, I understand the importance of consistent parental commitment and the value it represents to our children's success today and in the future. I know just how proud you are of your children's accomplishments. Thank you.
As I said, this is the third year that we've been doing this program, and I've been most fortunate to have a very good friend in a high place who's agreed to come back one more year as our keynote speaker, and seeing as how she's been recently reelected, and they tell me I'm not getting off this committee, hopefully she'll be back next year again. The Lieutenant Governor, Nancy Wyman, has always been a very strong supporter of education and of the youth of the state of Connecticut. She is, in my estimation, in all the years I've been around politics, the most approachable, the most available, and the most affable public servant I think I've ever had the pleasure to meet. And it is my distinct honor to introduce the beloved Lieutenant Governor of the state of Connecticut, Nancy Wyman.
Thank you all very, very much. My God, that sounds like, I guess that's the only obituary I'm going to be able to hear. Could you write it for when the time comes? Not now. No. Listen, thank you very much, and welcome to your state capitol. It really is your capital. I understand some of you went up to the Senate. Yeah. And you got to see the chair. It's called the wishing chair. And it's called the wishing chair because they think every lieutenant governor wishes to be governor. I don't. I don't. I hope that you sat in the chair and realized that it is the most uncomfortable chair you could ever sit in. It really is, especially for a short person. My legs kind of stick out, and you can't really. So they do have another chair, so I don't really have to sit on it. But let me first of all thank the water companies, and not only for what you're doing here today, but for what you're doing all the time. Without you, we would not be happy. We would not be well. We would be sick if we didn't have good water. So let's give them a round of applause, okay? You know, I also want to take the time, and I know that one of the previous speakers talked about this, but to the families and the teachers and those that have spirited our young people, thank you for what you're doing. Grandparents, I also have to say something about grandparents, because, right? I figured you and I have the same color hair. We didn't get that for nothing. But really, for the families, and how, if it wasn't for families, we could not be supporting, we would not see our children grow as much. You, as students, we congratulate you on your award today, your scholarship. I don't know how to tell you this, but you are the future. You know, I look at it, I have younger grandchildren, and I keep saying to students like you, you are what my grandchildren are going to be looking up to. You are the future, so don't mess it up. That's a little Jewish guilt that I give you. But you know what? Your hard work in school and your hard work doing this, taking on this responsibility, getting a scholarship is fantastic. Not only for your parents, though you don't have to pay as much, but for you, for taking on that choice. You know, we do a lot in this building regarding education. But we can't do everything that needs to do to get a great education. It really is the student and the support that you have that'll make your education great. We can try to send money back to the towns and things like that, but it really is the base of what the future is your education. So I don't know, how many are you getting into the environmental area when you graduate? Really? Okay, super. How many are you going to get in politics? Now that's the smartest move. Oh, well, only one. Okay. But you know what? Today is a real special day, and you should take this as a special day. There's certain times in your life that you should be proud of what you've done. That people want to pat you on the back. Take it, understand it, because it really means a lot. It's not just the check. It's just that you have gone into a competition and won. And you won it on your own. Unless your parents did the writing, but I don't think so. I'm looking around here. I don't think it's the parents that did the writing. So I just really want to tell you, no, I don't worry about that one. I really want to, you know, on behalf of the governor is not in the building today. I know he would have been down here also. We ask you, whatever you go to school after high school or college, you come back here to Connecticut, because we need you here in Connecticut. I've only been paid by your parents to say that. No, but in all seriousness, we need you as young leaders to get out there and be in our state, build our state, whatever you want to do. The doors are open to you. I will also say that if you might come back another time, I'm on the 3rd floor, and my office is much nicer than the governor's. So you can come in and see that, and it's a true statement. And now, I couldn't say this 6 months ago because I didn't know I'd have a door for 3.5 more years, but I do now. So please come and visit again. And I enjoy this evening, enjoy the time. Again, to the water companies, thank you for doing this. It really is a very, very special occasion for all of us. God bless you all, and I'm going to turn it back to you, Guy.
I do have something in the governor's office. I don't know what you want to do.
Yeah, just you can get it. Okay, there is a official citation from the governor, and since it has 12 or so whereases, I'm not reading it. But it does say, therefore, the end of it, therefore I, Nat'l P. Malloy, Governor of the State of Connecticut, do hereby proclaim the week of May 3rd to May 9th, 2015, as Drinking Water Week in the state of Connecticut. So God bless you all, and if you want to read it, it's really here. Guy, thank you very
There
much.
is one last thing.
Uh-oh.
There's one last thing that I have to have you do.
Uh-oh.
The one that was trouble.
Yeah, is that?
You were a speaker at Laurel Girls Day, and
Oh,
this
my
is
God.
this is one of your big admirers.
Thank
so
you. Come on.
Emma, come up and take
Emma,
a picture.
oh, thank you.
We'll get a
Oh,
photograph
there
of
we
it.
go. Emma, thank you.
Turn look at the camera.
No, well, at Girls State, a little bit, yeah. I was the vice chairperson of the Federalist Party.
All right. Federalist order? So I am assuming that you will be in politics.
One could hope.
I would hope. Thank you all very much.
Nancy, thank you very much. We could have another hand for our Lieutenant Governor. Thank you very much. Before we move on, we have a couple of guests in the House, and I'm going to move off the program, and I'd like to ask Senator Duff to come forward. Senator Duff has been a big supporter of us here in the water industry, and thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much. And we call folks like you Lieutenant Governor groupies, and she's got them in every community in this state. As a matter of fact, I'm one of them myself. And Lieutenant Governor helped on my very first campaign, helped knock on doors with me, and I've been a groupie ever since. So I'm with you. I'm with you. I want to thank everybody for being here today and for being part of this. I think it's really important that the Waterworks helps sustain and provide scholarships for our young people. I really do appreciate what they're doing, and thank all of you for your leadership as well and being able to receive those scholarships. As somebody myself, my parents worked really hard to get me to go to college and pay for it, and as somebody, you know, whatever scholarship I had, I remember some was $250, some was $500, any penny, anything meant a lot, whether it was paying for a book, 2 books, whatever it was, it really helped my family out quite a bit as my parents were struggling to send me to school. And so every scholarship I know matters. And so I really want to thank the folks who have helped provide these scholarships and thank our young people as well. This is my first year not on the Energy Technology Committee, and I had the honor the last 2 years to chair the committee before I became Senate Majority Leader. And so I worked very well with the Connecticut Waterworks Association and their representatives, and Jack Betkoski, who's here with the Public Utilities Regulatory Authority. We all work really together, and really well together. And I just want to say that here in Connecticut, we take these issues very seriously. I think that we're fortunate in this state that we have a lot of people who care about things like water. Many of us may not think about it a lot of times during the day. We just kind of turn on the faucet and it comes out clean and we drink it and everything's okay. But all you have to do is think about places on the West Coast that doesn't have enough of it right now, and other places around the world where people drink it and they get sick. And in Connecticut, we don't have those issues because there's lots of people who care about those kinds of things. So to those folks, I say thank you. To all of you, I say congratulations and keep up the good work. And again, as the Lieutenant Governor said, when you're done with your schooling, make sure you come back to Connecticut. We need you here. Thanks so much.
Our next speaker was anxious to come back this year, and when I called him, he said, "It's been a year again already." Yes, Jack, it's been a year again already. I'd like to introduce Chairman of the Water Planning Council and Commissioner of PURA, my friend John, we call him Jack Betkoski.
Thanks, Guy. Guy, thank you very much. It's a pleasure. You're right, a year does go back very quickly, and thank you very much to Guy, to you and the committee and the Connecticut Waterworks Association for sponsoring this year after year. As my good friend, the Lieutenant Governor and Senator Duff said, water is very, very important, and it's very much taken for granted. And when you look what's happening in other parts of the country and the world where people don't have water available to them, we're very blessed to have a plentiful supply. Here on behalf of the Water Planning Council, which I have the honor of chairing with my colleagues David Lavasser from the Office of Policy Management, Betsy Wingfield from the Department of Energy and Environmental Protection, and Ellen Bashinsky from the Department of Public Health. We're very excited because we are in the midst of developing a comprehensive water plan thanks to the state legislature and the leadership of Governor Malloy for the state of Connecticut over the next several years. which we really don't have a real water policy for the state. So we're really reaching out to all the stakeholders, some people in this room, to put together a great plan that we can formulate and utilize for the future, so we don't get into situations like we have on the West Coast right now. Right now we do have a plentiful water supply, but about a decade ago, we did have a time where we had some limited water supply. But we're here really to congratulate and wish the best of luck to all the scholarship winners here today. I particularly want to cite one, Erin Sobolewski. I'm very delighted that she's going to be getting a scholarship. Her father, Rich, works for the Office of Consumer Counsel, does an outstanding job for the people of the state of Connecticut. I was kidding Erin on the way in. I hope that she follows her father's footsteps, and I hope many of you in this room that are getting these wonderful scholarships, as the Lieutenant Governor said, stay in the state of Connecticut, but also get into this field. It's an exciting field. There's a great deal going on, and we need the younger generation to take over for those of us that are going towards the ends of our career, and we wish you the best of luck. We congratulate you, and it's great to be here with you again today, and thank you, Guy. Appreciate it.
And our next speaker is Dr. Jewel Mullen, Commissioner of the Department of Public Health, a great supporter of ours and a leader who clearly understands the virtue of collaboration and working across many interests, particularly when it comes to public water. It's my pleasure to introduce to you Commissioner Jewel Mullen.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am so happy to be back for another year with you, and hearing everyone else's comments about how fortunate and how blessed we are to have a plentiful water supply. As the DPH Commissioner about to make this presentation, this award to you, I thought I would add my spin, which is the concept of One Health, something that we talk about increasingly in public health and with our partners, because we don't only celebrate having plentiful water, we celebrate having water that's safe and healthy to drink. So that even if there was only maybe one hand over here who said that they were going to be specifically working in environmental health and in water, that's okay, because with a One Health concept, whether or not we're thinking about agriculture on the ground or in the sound, whether or not we're thinking about energy policy, whether or not we're thinking about other environmental policies or zoning, with a One Health concept, we all have a hand in ensuring that the plentiful water that we have here can serve all of those domains at the same time that we can be sure that we can drink it and stay healthy. So I appreciate the presence of everyone here who has a hand in making that the case. And no more important than that is the contribution of education for young people, and for young people who have been out of school for a while and maybe have skills that they're saying they want to deploy in a new way alongside the Generation Xers and Millennials to also contribute to the safety and security and health of our water. So I'll just read to you one paragraph from our recognition of Mr. Raymond E. Baral, Jr. Did I pronounce your name correctly? Do you want to come up for me to read this, or do you want to stay there? Okay. You are being recognized for your outstanding contributions to the education of the drinking water industry workforce. The Department of Public Health is especially grateful for your willingness to present at annual DPH fluoridation training events. The feedback we receive about your in-depth presentation focused on key concerns from the operator perspective is always very positive. Additionally, we recognize your important involvement with the Connecticut section of the American Water Works Association as education co-chair and the longtime instructor for the New England Water Works Association. You are known in the industry as having the heart of a teacher. Finally, we are appreciative of your work to present a day-long training program funded by the U.S. Department of Environmental Protection Agency at the annual Technical Conference and Vendor Exposition on February 24th of this year, which is essential to educating the operators of small water systems which face special compliance challenges. Thank you for being a leader and our partner, and congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Mullen. That's, to be honest with you, when I got the notification about a month ago, I got a letter in the mail, and I actually thought that, I already renewed my operator certification, so I hope this isn't a violation letter. But I was extremely shocked, and I was very honored that I heard that I was going to be honored with this award today. I work with a lot of great people. I have a lot of friends, and I'll call them family. And I think that part of my family is actually the Department of Public Health. And I've been in this business for over 26 years now, and I can tell you this, that under the leadership of Lori Matthew, it's never been stronger. They got an exceptional department, great engineers, great sanitarians, and I think they're top notch and have actually earned the trust of all utility personnel, and I think I'm appreciative of their help. So I just want to say thank you to them. It is great. I mean, I wouldn't be standing up here today if it wasn't for my peers, co-workers, everybody that I've met through my 26-year career. Each and every one of you have been a part of me and actually are a part of me, and that's the reason why I'm standing up here today. I carry with you a little bit of each of you because I learn every single day. And one thing I could say to all the young students here is that you don't have to be the best. Just be better than you were yesterday. And that's all you need to do, and you're going to be successful. So I'm very honored. Thank you very much.
I'd like to thank Dr. Mullen again this year, and again for having the foresight to have an education award and to present it at this venue. A word or two about Ray Baral. Ray, congratulations. Ray is one of those people that is under the radar most of the time. He just does an awful lot of work and never looks for any recognition. And it's apt that you're recognized today, at least for once, because you've deserved it. You've well deserved it. I'd like to introduce our next speaker, who I just met, brand new, well, I shouldn't say brand new, to the Department of Energy and Environmental Protection. Deputy Commissioner Michael J. Sullivan had worked with the agency back in the 80s and 90s, then spent a stint at OPM as an undersecretary, and then has been at UConn, I'll get this all right, as Assistant AG assigned to the store's campus and operations there. So it is my pleasure to introduce Michael J. Sullivan.
I'm Mike Sullivan. I'm the Deputy Commissioner for Environmental Quality at DEEP. As Guy said, I've been there for 3 weeks now. He kind of ran through my resume a little bit, but the most important thing he didn't mention, which was that I spent 2 years working for Nancy Wyman when she was controller. I was her lawyer for a couple of years, and those were the glory years as far as I was concerned. I really wanted to congratulate the scholarship recipients. I have a 16-year-old daughter. I have long remarks here to read, which I'm not going to read because I'm a parent. I've been in where you're sitting quite a bit, and I think brevity is probably the best way to go. But I would like to thank the Connecticut Water Works Association for doing this. They're very, very important partners with DEEP on a whole host of water-related issues: water supply, water quality. Connecticut, as Jack Betkoski said, we're a water-rich state. But development and past contamination, those kind of issues constantly threaten the resource. And so it's particularly important that Connecticut continue to be a leader in water resources conservation, water quality. The state, through the generosity of the governor and the state legislature, has spent millions of dollars in cleaning up rivers and streams. We need to continue to do that. It's interesting when you take a look at Connecticut versus the federal government. The Connecticut Clean Water Act predated the federal Clean Water Act by 5 years, so we've been a leader in this area for a long time. Anyways, I just wanted to thank you for the opportunity to come and congratulate the students. You've done a great job. I'm sure your parents are very, very proud of you, and Guy, thanks again for the opportunity.
It's before you leave, Commissioner Sullivan, I see Denise Rizika in the back on your staff, and Denise, I just want to call out. I have a lot of occasion to work with Denise on a number of issues, and I think people have an opinion of state employees as not being helpful. Whenever I call Denise, she answers her own phone, which I just find astounding. And she always has the answer I'm looking for. And you have a great staff, and not the least of which is Denise. Denise, thank you for coming today. So it's not by accident that all the speakers are here. And I think before we head into to the scholarships, I think you've learned what makes water work is a lot of things. It takes technology, it takes science, it takes policy, it takes politics, and it takes economics. There's no one discipline that makes this whole industry work. And it's the gentle pulling back and forth on all of those issues that lead to good policy. And as we go through some of the resumes of the folks that are going to be coming forward, they're not all engineers, they're not all environmental scientists. I think you may be a little surprised as to where they're going to land. I'd like to ask Tom and Bob to come forward with me again. The Lieutenant Governor did leave a citation for each of our recipients, which I'll give you when you come forward. I would also like to ask our first recipient, Kelly Edwards, to come forward with your family if you would like. Kelly goes to the John F. Kennedy High School in Waterbury, Connecticut. And I am not a member of the selection committee. As running this, I specifically do not do the selection. I don't want to bias this in any way. But as I read this, I'm surprised you're not my daughter. You're going to UConn to study engineering. Go Huskies, says another graduate. There we go. An avid golfer, and you've participated in the first tee. If you need a set of clubs made, please see Ray Baral, one of our previous recipients. You're a lifeguard. I did that for a number of years. You're a member of the Italian club. Perfect. And as a past two-time Lieutenant Governor in Kiwanis, I see you're a member of the Key Club and Kiwanis International. Congratulations. That is great service. National Honor Society, I swam for 4 years. They would never think about making me the captain, but congratulations on being the captain of the swim team. And junior year, I see you were the Governor's Scholars semifinalist. And that's Kelly in a nutshell. I did read the essay also, and Kelly's essay revolves around her early recollections of going along the Naugatuck River with her dad and the odor that would come off the Naugatuck River. Sir, if
It was one of the rivers that would literally burn.
I
Ripley's, believe it or not, at one time.
I do believe it, and you must be a great punster because you described the aroma as intoxicating, comically referring to all the toxic chemicals that have been pumped into the Naugatuck from industry through the years. Kelly's essay did go on to take a look at her knowledge of water resources and her love of water, whether it's swimming or whether it's just water resources. Kelly had considered a career in marine biology, but from a friend studying mechanical engineering at UConn was convinced to try civil engineering and engineering studies at the University of Connecticut, which falls back to her direct love of water. One reference letter described Kelly as the quintessential student and citizen. And to harken back to what Lieutenant Governor Wyman said, the citizen part, we hope you stay here and stay close to Connecticut and close to our hearts for a long time to come. Now we get down to the good stuff. And where is Tom? Tom is going to present you with the Lieutenant Governor's citation. And our president, Bob Wesneski, if you want to step in, Bob, for a photo op, has your check. And thank you. When you, if you ever get in for, yep. Oh, the parents don't have to step out. You're going to be a part of this for a long time to come. Kelly, congratulations. Thank you. You're welcome. If I could ask our next recipient to step forward, Emma Avery. I verified that Emma will be attending Eastern Connecticut State College, a beautiful place. I had been back there recently with my cousin, and will be studying environmental studies. Emma was a member of, I should go back to the beginning, where you're going to school here. Emma is at the Lewis S. Mills High School in Burlington. Sorry about that. You have to give a call out to Lewis Mills. Member of the National Honor Society, Foreign Language Honor Society, a volunteer Spanish teacher for other students. As I mentioned earlier, a member of Laurel Girls State mock political forum, where she actually had both Senator Blumenthal and Nancy Wyman speaking. So was that good for you to meet the Lieutenant Governor like that?
Yeah, it was really
Did
cool.
I embarrass you?
No.
Oh, good. Okay.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Winner of the Harvard Book Prize. This I found really interesting. I love Renaissance people. A performer at the Warner Theater since the first grade through now, dancing, singing, and acting. And if you're considering a career in law, the acting part will certainly help. Also, Poetry Out Loud, a winner in your junior and senior year and a state participant, and a 4-year member of the field hockey team. And Emma's essay details her experience with the Eco Action Club and helping students, young grammar school students this past year in the Eco Fair. One of the things that Emma did write was she called out 2 of her instructors, Mr. Alan Hanks and a Mrs. Kelly Loveday. And I want to call that out because I think you've hit on something that's going to be important for me to point out, and I think for the other students. As you go forward, there are going to be other people standing on your shoulders, just like you stand on the shoulders of the people before you. I think that's the nature of education. that any good educator is going to be proud of what you do. And at some point, when you pass that on, you're going to be proud of your student too. So I was just taken aback when you called them out specifically in your essay. Emma intends to major, as I said, in environmental studies, minor in political science, and ultimately would like to work in environmental law and possibly work for the EPA or the DEEP. Do you have a business card, Commissioner Sullivan? Emma will be seeing you at the reception when we're done. Emma, it's my distinct pleasure to congratulate you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And our next recipient is Joseph Ruggiero. Is Joseph here? Here he is. I was looking for you earlier. Okay, Joseph attends Manchester High School, and Joseph won't be going very far. Joseph is going to be attending Trinity. Right down the street here, starting next year. A great school, by the way. We have to talk when this is over. A couple of things to fill you in on that will be helpful for next year. Joe has been the captain of the cross country and track team his senior year, and a four-year athlete in both of those. A member of the Manchester Youth Commission, and we talked about citizenship before. I actually did that when I was in high school. And it's good, I think, to have a student perspective on the Youth Commission. So congratulations. Again, I said I love Renaissance people. Joe is a cellist in the Manchester Chamber Orchestra and a member of the National Honor Society. The reference letters that were supplied for Joe speak to his friendly manner and leadership abilities, and always reaching out a hand to students who are struggling a bit in school. And he does this without being asked. He does this of his own volition. Joe's essay harkens back to his early recollections of a book that was read to him when he was a child called The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. Everybody remembers The Giving Tree, where the young boy takes from the tree and the tree keeps giving until it's completely consumed and it's not sustainable. As an aside, my daughter is receiving her PhD next month, and this was the first book that she referenced as having a profound effect. So I hope your trajectory takes you in the same direction. I have a feeling it might. Joe has an interest in exploring environmentally friendly fossil fuel alternatives to create a sustainable and natural self-reliant source of fuel to reduce our dependence on foreign fuel. I know you're going to do great at Trinity. You're going to love it there. And congratulations on being one of this year's recipients.
Thank you.
And I can get a little scattered here with all the paperwork. Kelly, could you step forward one more time? I do have a citation here from the General Assembly on behalf of your Senator and Representative, Senator Joan Hartley and Representative Anthony D'Amelio, which they have sent down honoring you for receiving this year's scholarship. You're welcome. And if I could call Tom Bedus forward for the Associate's scholarship. Tom? Can I help you?
Yeah, you know, they're all in order.
Okay.
So if you want, yeah. Okay. On top, that'd be great.
And,
Yep.
and you know who's
Yeah,
here?
we're going to do it a little, yep. So I'll tell them, but I think we're just going to have just the recipients come up and then we'll hand them out, and then we'll do it.
Hello, my name is Tom Bedus. I'm with the this year's chair of the Associates Committee of the Connecticut section of the American Waterworks Association. That's their whole title. But the Associates Committee provides valuable representation to section businesses representing manufacturers, suppliers, consultants, contractors, and service providers in the water and wastewater industry. The 22 active members of the Associates Committee represent a broad-based array of companies and technologies in this industry. One of the committee's more rewarding functions is to administer the Associates Scholarship Program. It provides financial rewards to immediate family members of our section who are pursuing higher education. In 2015, the Associates Committee is awarding scholarships to 11 deserving candidates. And I'm going to name off, I believe there's 5 recipients are here, and we're going to do a little different. It's just the recipients will come up, give them their certificate, and then we'll take a picture after and just give a brief description. So the first recipient is Rachael Baral. Come out, Rachael. Rachael is from Bristol, and she's currently attending Central Connecticut State University, my alma mater, as a matter of fact, and she's majoring in elementary education. And we have another citation. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay, sure.
I have an additional gift for Rachael. It's a citation for the General Assembly. But first, let me just say congratulations to all the recipients here. Being a parent of 4, my youngest being 24 and the oldest one 30, having those scholarship monies came in very handily. So good job to all of you for helping out mom and dad with your schooling and your academics. Listen, just very quickly, you know, the water is a gift from God, and it's up to us to take care of it. Just think about that. It's up to us to take care of it. Similarly, moms and dads, you've done a great job with your children here. Congratulations to you. But to the recipients, don't forget to go home and thank God for your mom and dad, for the values that they've placed in you. And don't be afraid to pray, okay? And pray for us here at the Capitol as well. And by the way, if you have not taken a tour of the Capitol, isn't this a beautiful building? So before you go, quickly go around and take a look at the magnificent architectural features in this building. They're absolutely beautiful. But nonetheless, so Rachael, I'm here on behalf of the General Assembly, on behalf of myself and Representative Whit Betts, Frank Nicastro, and Carol Pavlock, be it hereby known to all that the Connecticut General Assembly hereby offers its sincerest congratulations to you in recognition for your outstanding scholarship achievements and receiving the Connecticut Waterworks Association / the Connecticut Section American Waterworks Association Scholarship. Your youthful accomplishments are an example to your peers and an inspiration to us. Your continued dedication to your schoolwork and to community service endeavors will serve you well and prepare you to strengthen our great nation. The entire membership extends its very best wishes on this memorable occasion and expresses the hope for continued success. Given this 27th day of April 2015, signed by Martin M. Looney, the President of the Senate, by the Speaker of the House, Brendan Sharkey, and lastly, the Secretary of State, Denise Merrill. Congratulations, Rachael, and to the rest of you. And this is a little bit bigger than the one she got there.
Thank you. Next recipient is Samantha Fazzino. Samantha will come forward. Samantha is from Bolton, and she will attend Bay Path University and be pursuing a master's in occupational therapy. Next recipient, Aaron Sobolewski of Newington, and Aaron will be attending the University of Connecticut and majoring in education.
I think Representative
One more?
Is Representative Byron still here?
Shannon's not here.
Yeah. Is Representative Byron, you want to ask if?
Oh, Representative Byron here, please? Oh,
Yes.
Is this here? Right
This
here?
is for Eric.
Yeah, this, you have it, or it's right here?
I'll
No,
check. No, that's Shannon's.
that's Shannon.
Well, would you like to say what's yours?
Well, thank you very much. I want to congratulate Erin on her scholarship. Indeed, I think Ms. Wyman earlier had indicated what an honor it is out of so many people to be the recipient of such an not really an award. I guess it is kind of an award, right? The scholarship is an award in a way. I also want to thank Waterworks, Connecticut Waterworks, for their sponsoring in this, and your putting Newington on the map here today. Thank you so much. What quite an accomplishment, and I am proud to. You know, people talk about legislators and the tough days that we have day in and day out in this Capitol, particularly this time of year. But it's days like this that makes everything so rewarding for me, and I congratulate you for that. Congratulations.
Okay, next recipient is Keith Robbins. Keith Robbins of Colchester. And Keith will attend the University of Connecticut, and he plans on majoring in electrical engineering. Congratulations, Keith. Next recipient is Sarah Shillinglaw of Norwalk. And I was just informed Sarah will be attending Assumption College, and she's planning to pursue a degree in business, matter of fact. And we have Sarah, not the last, we have a number here that are not here in attendance, but Sarah Norris of Enfield, she's currently attending Boston University. She's majoring in health science, and as a matter of fact, her father is here to represent her, but he asked me not to call him up here at this point. But Rich Norris works for the MDC locally, so, and those are the attendees that are here. If you stay, and we're going to have also Rachael come back up. But in the meantime, let me just read the names of the rest of the recipients who are not able to attend. And those are Shannon Sullivan of East Lyme. She currently attends Clemson University, and she's studying bioengineering. Megan Lynch of Prospect. She's going to attend James Madison, pursue a degree in international business. Alexandra Santelli of Hamden. She's currently attending Manhattan College, and she is studying mechanical engineering. And Sharon Lacone of Waterbury. She's attending University of Connecticut this time and is pursuing a degree in English. And Daniel Baldwin of Southampton, Mass. He plans to attend Stanford or the University of California. He's probably made his decision by now, and he's going to major in biology. Congratulations to all our award winners, and you've earned this through your hard work in school and your involvement in your community. And congratulations again.
Have another hand for our recipients. And is Lori Felleman in the house? Here we are. I've never met Lori before, so I had to ask. Hi, Lori. This is the first time in this program that we'll be presenting the New England National Association of Water Companies scholarships. And it's my privilege to introduce Lori Felleman, who's Executive Assistant to President and CEO and Assistant Corporate Secretary for Connecticut Water.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to the recipients of your scholarships and parents. I am Lori Fallman, and it is my honor, on behalf of the board and the membership of the New England chapter of the National Association of Water Companies, to present this year's Career Scholarship Award. And before they do that, I would like to extend a sincere thank you to you, Guy, as well as to the CWWA and the Connecticut section of AWWA for including us this year. This scholarship that we are presenting this evening is awarded to deserving student or students who are actively pursuing an approved course of study directly related to drinking water, water engineering, environmental studies, or wastewater. The recipient of the award has demonstrated dedication to the industry, stewardship to our environment, and also harbor a passion to provide high-quality, sustainable water for generations to come. With us this evening, we have two recipients. One is with us, one is not, and I'd like to honor the young man who is with us this evening. It was his achievements and desire to protect the environment from a young age until up to 2 years ago, when he realized what his passion and career path were to be, that truly stood out for us. This exceptional young man, while not only involved with lacrosse, handles a rigorous combination of classes, including physics and advanced courses, finishing with a GPA of over 3.5 and on the honor roll. He does so with a desire to major in water resource management and minor in environmental engineering at SUNY. This individual will no doubt become a true asset to any water company or town in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask you to please acknowledge Mr. Richard Nicoletti. Richard? Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Oh, okay. Mom and Dad, if you want to come up for a photo op? No? Oh, okay, sure. Okay, thank you. Okay, the other recipient of the award is Miss Zoe Simorowski. She could not be with us this evening. She is also pursuing a career in environmental chemistry. The chapter also has another award that we were giving out this year, and that is in connection with the Water Recognition recipient. And last week we had announced that honoree was Vice Chairman Jack Betkoski. Mr. Betkoski was recognized for his outstanding contributions to the water industry. The award honors Vice Chairman for his exceptional leadership, his devotion, his dedication, and his many accomplishments, whether it be serving on numerous local industry organizations, national water advisory councils, to working diligently with the water companies to pass legislation that has become a national model so that we can better serve our customers, improve our infrastructure, and to continue to provide high-quality drinking water. With that award also came a $1,000 scholarship, which we will be giving to Ms. Kowalski, who is not with us this evening. Her achievements and her commitment to continually seek to improve the environment mirrors the core of such award. She will be, as well as Ms. Simorowski, receiving their awards privately. Thank you. That's right. There's too many folders up here.
As we wrap up, I just looked at the clock. It's surprising how I'm able to do this in about 45 minutes. I can't believe it. First, I want to thank all of our guest speakers for taking the time. I know how busy they are, particularly at this time of year between budgets, and I know the agencies are still looking at appropriations. So thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us and our recipients this afternoon. I'd like to thank the section enhancers, Tom, on behalf of all of us, for another outstanding year in scholarships and awarding those. I think the section enhancers, I mentioned earlier, the average age of those of us in the water industry is just a little younger than me, which is frightening. So it's no mistake or coincidence that all of our students are here today. We'd like you to think about a career in water in any of its aspects, and I know a number of our representatives have my email. You want to keep that. You want to check in with me down the line. Our very first recipient from 3 years ago still does. He's at Lehigh. He's claimed major in environmental engineering. Just finished up over the semesters going to Nicaragua on a Engineers Without Borders mission. And I'd like to hear that back. I would expect that in a couple of years, Lee is going to be back to speak to the next series of graduates, having graduated himself. So it's exciting for me to see your success as much as it's exciting for your parents or to have achieved it yourselves. And having said that, parents, in looking through the applications that I looked through, I know that the Associates Committee looked through and Lori looked through, you ought to be very proud. These are future leaders of this state, and I'd like to think of our industry. To the recipients, congratulations again. Well deserved, well deserved. My thanks to Dave Kosminski, Town of Portland, for doing all the video for this program once again. And at some point it will be up on YouTube, so if you'd like to share this with family who could not be here, you'll have the ability to do that. And last but not least, a couple of things. I want to thank the Office of Legislative Management, Nancy Serrano, who has worked with me to get this venue arranged and working with the folks at Lessings to make the refreshments available, which we'll adjourn to momentarily. And last but not least, and speaking for myself, and I think Mayor Drew may have had to have left, that's my boss. But on behalf of, I think, all of us who work for Connecticut Section AWWA and Connecticut Waterworks Association, we take a fair amount of time on occasion away from our jobs to make these organizations work and to do events like this. And without the support of our employers in supporting us to do this, events like this and the good work we do in other aspects of education for the water industry would not be possible. So to collectively, all of our employers who make this happen, I want to thank them. And I ask you to offer them a round of applause. Now, we're not quite done. We have refreshments in the back, and we'd ask you to spend a little community time with us. Joe, you want to see me about Trinity before you leave. And I thank you all for attending, and have a good evening and have a safe ride home. Thank you very much.